jump into the ocean. Are you just swimming?
Frolic. I'm
Frolic?
frolicking. However you frolic while swimming. I don't know, I can't swim, so.
You know, like one of those Baywatch runs. Just... So Bill Gaxton character is gonna look around at like Yoder and the rest of the party and go, anybody else concerned about that?
Yes,
Rom
but I have
jumps
bigger
into the
concerns
ocean.
for myself right now.
And now, as you guys look up to the sky, it does start to rain. It is raining down on you guys. You turn around, the jungle you just came from, this area that you guys are standing in, after that tentacle came, is blighted. It's dark. It's death. The leaves are gone. I don't have a map for this, so you're going to pretend like this is the right one. But you see the trees the leaves just start to fall off the trees, but only within your section. As you look farther, you can see it for about, a mile or two. There's other sections of the jungle that seem to be green and luscious, but this right here, this area you are currently in, is starting to die and be blighted.
I will turn around and scream, so are you guys coming or death? Like, figure it out.
Coming into the ocean towards the big ball of nasty shit with the thing that just slapped me. Why would we be going there? What am I missing?
Sometimes you just have to go ahead and get slapped with a tentacle to know that the right road, is the forward.
See, I don't know if I follow your sense of reasoning, mostly because your sense of reasoning seems really weird to me because you just rubbed a bunch of tentacle slime all over your nipples and chest. So
They weren't there.
And you said that tentacle is familiar.
Tenta Daddy. You guys got weird daddy issues with Necro Daddy and Tenta Daddy.
I mean,
Look at you, real daddy.
Look at you, issue daddies.
So Rom, where exactly are we supposed to be coming to? Just to play in the water? Make a sandcastle?
I mean, we'll figure that out when we get there.
Grim's like, I don't really have time to play in the water. I kind of have to get this dealt with. So unless, submitting to that tentacle is going to get me 30 years back on my life.
Look, if you submit to the tentacle, the almighty tentacle, we'll figure out your fucking age issues. Get the fuck in the water. Get touched once or twice. Let's move. Let's move on.
Vilgax is gonna look at Ket and Yoder. Yo, I think we should be very wary of this.
And Ket looks at you and says, we gotta go. And she hightail sprints it, jumps into the water following Rom.
Yes.
Right.
I wipe some slimy tentacle on her as well.
You do that.
Grim walks up and he's just like, do I really need the tentacle slime?
It's important.
Anybody got a little bit of healing?
I grab his dragonborn face, and as long as he allows, I wipe it all over the front of my chesticles.
Grimmelberg just gives the lowest, most displeased growl you could ever hear from a dragonborn. Like,
So you just tentacle slime motorboated?
Oh yeah.
And as much as frowns show on dragonborn faces, that's what you see on Grimmelberg's face.
Awesome.
As I look at him and I go, and I put my hand on his shoulder, my human hand, and I go, as a dragonborn, I understand. And I turn around and walk deeper into.
As Ket follows Rom basically down into the water as he walks down into the dark abyss into the water, and Rom and Ket have vanished and are gone from your guys' sight.
Well, this isn't what I had in mind for today. But I guess this is what we're doing, huh? If that tentacle kills all of us, just gonna say, I warned you. And then I'm gonna like just walk off too, I guess.
All right. I'm glad I have +10 athletics. I can swim for days.
I can't swim in real life.
Me either. Not very well at all. I wish I had that map of yours, Peter.
Which one?
Remember the one where we met the one thing that was like the cool pool thing?
I sent it to you
Did you?
a long time ago.
Did you?
Yeah.
I'm
Somewhere in
an
your
idiot.
history.
It's somewhere in this folder of about 1,000 different. maps.
Do you want me to download it and send it to you again?
Either way, either that, or we can just play it by.
Give me just
Funsies.
1 second. I have to find it.
So just like in
Right.
character, do like a little banter while you guys are figuring that out, and just like look at the rest of the party as we're doing this seemingly crazy thing. Go, yeah, if this tentacle kills us all, I told you so. And if that thing touches me again,
I told you so.
it's on. Okay.
For some reason, I have a strong urge to blame Goraquil.
Tentacle Daddy. Wait, did you wanted the pool one, right?
Yeah, the pool one.
I know what you.
Well, see, and then in Vilgak's head, right? I'll just like clue everybody in here, kind of like train of thought wise. Like, you guys don't know this character wise, but Vilgax is just going through. So, from what we know, there was this other party that exploded a big chunk of the continent. Then all of a sudden, this lady just magically happens to be in our path. And also, inexplicably, the entire city that she was in burned to the ground and was completely razed from existence. And now we happen to be here and very contented just to run off into the middle of the ocean.
Oh, what am I doing? I can just send this to you via Facebook.
Yeah, that would work too.
You can't run in the ocean.
What?
Grimmelberg is being a smartass. He says you can't run in the ocean.
Well, I mean, to be fair, all of those situations were caused by people who don't know how to play D&Ds.
I mean, maybe, maybe not. Yep, maybe Kat's just like a secret spy who burned the city to the ground, and she's like, yeah, I'm setting this whole thing up.
Possibility.
That's what I made her character to be.
There it is. Is this the one?
Right? I know you did.
Yeah, this is the one.
Yep.
Rom, you sneaky bitch.
I'm just here to kill people. Everybody's gonna die.
Cool.
All right. So as you guys are basically set the scene up. So you guys, the world around you, your echo, by the way, dissipates as it goes into the water. As the five of you basically walk out into the ocean, as the ocean gets darker and darker, almost black into the abyss, you guys basically essentially dive down and cannonball yourselves into the water. And as you guys do that, you can't see, even you, Vilgax, right now. You can't see much. You can see Vilgax. You can see kind of like shadows of things in the water around you, but you don't see much. And all of a sudden, you guys, each of you feels a slimy, slippery grip on each of your ankles. And within a split second, everything goes black. Essentially, you guys pass out.
All right, team wipe. Way to go,
As you
guys.
guys get pulled deeper and deeper into the sea.
Right before we get pulled deeper and deeper into the sea, right as everybody's getting grabbed, I just want to like scream out in underwater so nobody can hear besides these little bubbles. So I'm gonna prestidigitate some little bubbles that like pop in everybody's ear real quick. As soon as that
Underwater
happens,
subtitles.
that goes, oh yeah, as we get grabbed.
Oh, yeah, perfect. That's exactly what happens.
That's exactly what I want.
Can I get a oh no?
Force them to strangle him a little bit.
Come on, roll 20. There we go.
Oh boy.
When you guys wake up, you guys. Oh shit! Where'd it go? There it is. Is it gonna start playing, or is this one not gonna work? There we go. The first things you guys hear before your eyes open are bubbles popping around you.
Is it little me's going?
You do hear a few of those in the background that are happening. As you guys open your eyes, it is still nice. It's still dark and dank in this area. Hard to see. Especially as you guys are expecting to be coughing up water and all of that, but you don't.
So, do we
You
have
can
any
breathe.
idea how long that took? Grimmelberg's very concerned.
Have no clue.
Yeah.
Grim says to Rom, if I'm old forever, I'm probably gonna cut off your hand or your nuts or something that you really truly cherish.
Well, sad for you. That's what I already planned on. So, haha. Just kidding.
I trumped your player with my DM card.
I'm gonna look at Grim and be like, well, I've never had a use for any of the other things, at least at this point in my life.
Where did it go? Oh, there he is.
Is there plenty of fish ad, Rom? Literally plenty of fish.
I'm 26 years old. I'm some sort of magical user.
I like tentacles and ride the beach.
Tentacles and
I love
retribution
the
and
slimy
multiverse.
tentacles as I walk along the beach.
As you guys wake
Oh
up,
boy.
you look and you're hearing those bubbles. It's very wet in here. It's very bubbling. It is almost eldritch in nature, Vilgax.
Are we
As you guys turn around,
inside?
as you guys turn around, you hear an immersion through the pool in the water that's in front of you. A gigantic tentacle-like creature. Monstrous, disgusting, terrifying. With tentacles waving up in the water. The same tentacles, Vilgax, that you saw this corner of your eye that hit you. And he just sits there, menacingly staring above all of you.
I'm gonna look at my other people behind me and I'm gonna go, guys, I got this.
I want you to
Do
meet
you
my boy.
recognize what this thing is?
I want you to meet my girlfriend.
No, I got it. One of these things.
If Graham wanted to see if he understands what this thing is, what would I roll? Arcana, religion,
Grim,
insight?
probably an insight, but I'm going to tell you it's going to be very difficult from your background.
Okay.
Oops.
That's racist. What? With a 13, you gather that this thing is otherworldly, not from here. But what it is, you really can't tell.
So, Rom, you had us come here. What are we doing, bud? It's a whole lot of faith we put in you. Now we're right in front of this thing that could accidentally kill us if it rolled over in its sleep.
I'm gonna continue the thing that I was saying earlier, and I'm gonna go, look, you got this. Both of, I've dealt with creatures like this before. The last one fucked my mother. It's fine.
What? Excuse me? Is this your
That
dad?
just happened. That's canon now. Oh
Is
god.
this your dad, Rom?
My notes today are just gonna read like fan fiction. Thanks a lot.
Don't forget the tentacle porn.
It's all in here.
Maddie Tentacle.
You're making me write this.
I'm gonna walk up to this creature, and I'm going to bend the knee,
You do so.
and I'm going to go. How can I be of service, my lord?
And he just kind of like you don't hear anything coming from his mouth.
Well, he ain't got one.
He doesn't. But you do hear inside your head.
He's got a lot of these going on.
He does.
Rude.
I need you guys to protect your world.
God damn it.
We all hear this, or just Rom?
Rom does right now.
Okay.
Which one?
The one that I just took you from.
Oh, okay.
You
Like
see,
me specifically, or
well, all of you, or whoever you want, I don't care. However, I met a party like you once. Sort of. Misfits. And now all of a sudden you guys can all hear this coming from you. You've missed the first part, but now you all of a sudden you're all starting to hear.
We just hear that we're misfits.
Yeah, basically you saw a party once of all misfits. They just tried to destroy this Eloran land. Maybe they didn't try to, but you know.
high
Wow.
crimes, high crimes.
I heard that they were real good guys.
I heard one of them was a piece of shit.
Billy X is gonna like try and like talk back and just be like, "What do you care of this place?"
As you talk back to him and ask what he cares, a tentacle comes right out in front of you and slaps the ground and says, "You will wait to be spoken to."
Vilgax, stop embarrassing me in front of Daddy. Then I just,
Did you just call him Daddy?
he's one of them, for sure.
For sure. Cat,
How many daddies do you have?
Cat screams and says, and runs up and says, "Oh, great one. Was this party you speak of an angel and a demon and a ghost and this short little fat guy?"
One of those was the dumbass.
Don't you mean a Adonis-like dwarf with 32 children?
I didn't remember there being a dwarf. I thought we were talking about the angel.
Nobody
He
cares
was a
about the
dumbass.
angel.
He was a little lost. Okay. Anyway, so the Great One speaks up and says, "Yes, in fact, it was. They were trying to save this place. It seems that they were stolen, vanished. I can't reach them. I can't reach any parts of them. Now listen, I may or may not want to destroy this world eventually, but I kind of liked my time here underneath Elora.
Who's Elora?
It's where you guys
Like
came
everything
from.
you see.
Right. Now, I can't promise you that I won't destroy you all later. However, my brother is here. And he's causing havoc. And I don't want any other havoc done on this arid place, except for by me."
Grim kind of raises his bony hand up to like ask a question.
I gently put it back down.
I don't know how much you guys know of what the impending doom of essentially all of worlds.
Sounds like you're having a little brotherly fight.
Yeah. How long's your brother been here?
I'm not positive. I do know that he was the one, I believe, that took this adventuring party that I had talked to before.
And you're sure it's your brother?
It is absolutely the King in Yellow.
Sounds good. And your brother, he's from here?
No.
Right? That's okay.
He doesn't even go here.
There we go, here, guys. I believe, Sir Grim here had a question.
You just kind of like,
Yeah. So saving the world sounds like it takes a long time, but I'm honestly feeling a little too old for that shit. So I was wondering, could you like maybe fix this curse that I just got put on me that makes me old? You seem pretty powerful. Seems like it
For
might be, right up your alley.
for our allegiance, great one, we will do what you ask and do our best to destroy your brother if you would allow us a parting gift, his solely being his life back in years.
hmm.
And maybe a little knowledge about what the hell's going on with my hand.
Just his life. Just his life.
All right.
Wait,
I only wanted two things.
I only asked
As-
for one thing. He's a great
You
and
want me to
powerful.
do two things?
Interesting. Grim, I'm going to give you a dice roll. And I want you to actually speak and give me your best speech to reason why this great old one entity should spare your years of life. And I'll let you roll persuasion for it.
Well, great ancient one, I promise that all the years you give back to me, I'll spend in service of you trying to, stop your brother from destroying the world.
That's your
So,
best speech,
however
huh?
many years you decide to give me, I guess that's how long I'll serve.
Yeah, right.
Grim really is just a straight up sub, huh? Somebody sends him a letter. Oh, yes, I want to be there. Random tentacle in the water. All right, I'm in. 100%. My life for this tentacle.
Give me a persuasion check.
I think my persuasion sucks. It does.
Well, that wasn't a
I
very
would
good
like
speech,
to-
so that makes sense.
I would like to add a helping hand to that role by prestidigitizing the cutest little anime dragonborn face as he's talking to this god.
As soon as you do that, the great old one has this really low kind of chuckle and kind of like, aw. As if you've ever seen the Cthulhu version of when Cartman is on him and they like love each other, like that type of thing. Go ahead and roll with advantage, Grim.
Ah,
Okay.
we're on the anime train already,
Oh
so.
my god.
All right. I need to figure out what that roll was. Okay. As you give this little speech, Rom, you prestidigitate the cutest little dragonborn face, begging for some years back on his life. Grim, a tentacle pops out of the water and starts to wrap around you.
Just let it happen.
Grim seems nervous, but he's like, all right. I mean,
It's slimy, it's wet. It's kind of gross, Grim.
It probably makes some cool noises.
Grim just gives out a low growl, like,
You're lifted into the
things
air.
I do for my youth.
You're lifted into the air, and you're brought towards the bubbling black pool that's in front of you. As now
that's nice.
you're dangling in front of this large, menacing creature.
I make eye contact and just hold it.
And in about a split second, all of you see Grim sling down into the water and disappears.
Oh, thank God.
All right, good game, guys.
Rom, I know you didn't like him that much, but that seems like a terrible way to go.
Drowning? Could be worse.
The black sludge puddle.
Where's the tentacle gonna put me?
You are now in an abyss. Essentially, it's black around you. You can't see. You're all of a sudden you're surrounded by dark water. right now as you're there. Are you guys doing anything in the meantime?
Well, if
Um,
Vilgax wants to like ask Rob and be like, so Squidface wants us to break up a fight between him and his brother so he can kill us later.
Are you saying that out loud?
Yeah.
You are smacked again in the face as soon as you say squid face
look,
for 15 points of damage.
look, Vilgax.
As soon as you say as soon as you say squid face, a tentacle goes whoosh, and smacks you in the face, and he says, "Do not insult me."
Look, let me clear
It's a little
something.
insulting being slapped in the face repeatedly.
It's a little insulting calling a god, an ancient being of a powerful force, a what the S word. Okay, it's not okay. We need some sensitivity classes.
How do we
Obviously.
know this is a god?
Look, we can discuss this when we're above board, but for now, let's just trust me.
We trusted you getting here.
And he's
As
getting
you guys
his
have
back.
this conversation, you hear a large like splash of something emerging from the water. Grim, go ahead and give me a D4 roll.
D4.
Yep.
Something's being weird with my token, by the way.
Ooh.
Like, my health counts right, but the bar's off. I don't know what's going on.
Oh. Might be weird. What's it supposed to be at?
It's at 18. Like, because it shows 18, like, when I click it, but not on, like, the numbers and stuff above it. I don't know.
Oh, that's weird. It shows it right on my screen, so I just have to refresh. With that, Grim, a large, splash from the pool, and Grim comes flying out of the water in the middle of all of you, and he looks closer to what he did before. Grim, you got 20 of your 30 years back.
Does he have some slime on him?
He definitely does.
I would like to scoop some of that into a jar.
You do so.
See, I'm telling you, Vilgax, just trust me, okay?
Are
Don't
you trying to
insult.
sell this as like a face cream that'll make people younger?
Well, what did it do for you?
I mean, yeah, I guess I'll be in your advertisement.
See,
but
now we're all part of some ROM pyramid scheme, get rich quick bullshit.
That is all I've wanted this whole time.
I don't know about you, but I've met a couple other gods that don't just start slapping people in the fucking face.
why is it always you getting slapped in the face by gods, though? I wonder.
As you guys are arguing,
It's literally the only one. I mean, none of that was in character.
I know, but the great old one does just laugh at all of you guys as you guys are like looking at him and scraping this stuff, and he's just like, I'm trying to be. I'm sorry, this is fun for me. I've asked you to do something. I can take you back now.
One more thing, if I could. And then I look back at Yoder and I go, "Do you need anything before we go?" Or
Oh no, I ate before we left. It's totally fine.
yeah. We're good. We're fine. We'll do the thing. We'll find your brother.
I suppose you might want. That's it. That's all you guys want. That's all you
I
need.
mean,
Okay, that's fine.
if you have anything like to help me in my situation, and then I psychically tell him my situation.
Which one was that again?
My situation?
Yeah,
It's like all of it.
I know all of the things.
Like Jersey Shore.
Within due time, my son.
You have anything to help us on the hunt? Last place you heard he was? Something that might like glow in his presence, like a little amulet.
Yellow fog.
Is there always gonna be yellow fog around him? Because he's the king in yellow or whatever.
He is the king in yellow.
So
he has followers named the Faceless. Watch out for his spawn, and watch out for his minions and his beasts.
So you've seen
Any
my.
material resemblance?
A cloak of yellow with tentacles. If you're lucky.
Is he as big as you?
He can be.
Well, we haven't seen him if he's trying to destroy the world so far. These are the only
Oh, shit,
tentacles I've seen.
I'm first pick. Jesus fuck. No. No.
Jonathan
No.
Taylor.
That's literally. Damn it! Anyway. Yeah. So I'm gonna look at the great old one, and I go. I'm gonna still on one knee, and I'm gonna say, "This isn't a threat. Don't take this as a threat. You've seen what I've done.
Mm-hmm.
And just remember the dark towers that get put up can be brought back down. So I will do this for you. I will find your brother, and I will take him down. Just know that any other towers can just as easily slip."
Oh. We'll have that battle when the time comes.
I'm excited for it.
Someday. Right now,
Let's burn that tower when we come to it.
I like this place too much as of right now. At this very moment to let my brother ruin it for everybody else. Oh, by the way, his name is Haster. The King in Yellow. Find him.
Pastor? How do you spell that?
Hastur.
I don't need names, they'll just disappoint me.
Yeah. Good luck.
Before
Thanks.
we get
Now?
out of here, I'll just say out. Well, this was lovely. I'll tell Astra you say hi. And see if there's any reaction from it. Being I'm an emissary.
Yep. So
One
as
of
soon as
two.
you say Astra, the great old one monster kind of perks up a little bit and says, "Ah, you are a disciple."
Yeah, and then I'll pull out the book and say, not a disciple, one of two.
I guess I wasn't sure how she decided to go upon her way, but
I'll tell you this, she's a little more hospitable in her realm.
I'm sure that's by design. I don't really give a shit. This is more for entertainment than anything.
Grim interjects. It seems like she wasn't able to bring me into her realm, but you can. What's the difference?
He physically grabbed you with a tentacle and just pulled you underwater. What do you mean?
We're in a different world, apparently.
Who said that?
Oh, I thought that was suggested earlier.
Look around you. Are you in a different world?
Can I see into the ethereal plane from here?
You can't, actually.
Well, we're in something different.
Hey, it's your pick.
I know.
Was that fantasy foosball?
Pick Elton John.
Not.
He's #1 in 40 countries right now.
Oh, dang. As you
Him
try to
and
look
Britney
into the ethereal
Spears.
plane and you don't, and you explain that you're somewhere, but you're not sure where, 5 tentacles come up through the water. They all grab you within an instant. They pick you up as you guys are floating in front of this monstrous monstrosity in front of you. And
All of us? Or just me?
All of you. All of
Okay.
you now. And he says, "Good luck. See if you can do better than the last party."
Probably not, but we'll
We'll
give it a
see.
good college try.
I'll see you later, Daddy.
And the tentacles take you deep into the water as you guys go deeper into this pool, seemingly black out. and you guys are back on shore.